don't dislike this composition from TT. I feel like they have a solid front-to-back team fight. It's not the most exciting composition in the world, but it certainly ticks a lot of boxes. Lackluster, but Ornn typically is a lane that can just sit and farm up, and Gangplank is very much that answer.
Ooh, they get a nice little hook there. Jomung gets flashed down by both AD carry and support. He is ticking down with the Ignite. He's trying to sustain himself up, but he will not be able to survive. Ends up being missing. Trading WE. They need to be very, very respectful of the fact that they are playing a vertical game right now. And overall, they just need to try and make sure that doesn't happen again. This is, oh, Xenoblade lands. They're going to try and jump straight onto Sam D, who's taking so much damage. He needs to back himself away. The W! Oh, Lord, but they're trying to keep pushing onto team, but the jungler is here. Bless is available. The Undertow lands. He flashes all the way on top of Jomung, and they just went too close to the sun. And they is the most competitive region in the world. I have to stop myself on the point here is the, oh, they land the hook, and Jomung is dead to rights. Missing will almost certainly be Dove here, but no, he's just a little bit too tanky. He's a Leona at the end of the day, but this is just not going well for Team WE, but fantastic for TT. Sam D is getting the exact same start we wanted to see for him on this Tristana.
And he's a Tristana, so he'll get at least one turret plate here. There's potential for more, but I think he does need to be careful, because Missing can get a kill here, actually.
Very close. The cleanse been used, and the Ignite goes down. Tick, tick, boom. Sam D just overstaying a little bit for that turret plate and gets punished pretty hard. The idea tried to misposition the Kai'Sa. Doesn't quite work out for them. And now Chalita's in a lot of trouble. He has to flash. There's the Cannon Barrage, and that's going to be an easy, quick kill for Breathe in the top side. Team WE seem to have woken up and come to life.
Really, really good stuff from WE, and this was incredibly important that they stopped the snowball in that bottom lane. Actually, really well played by Sam D. Almost managed to turn that one around.
Oh, no, it's a bait. It's a bait. It's a bait. They knew it. They had the Leona in the pocket, and they don't want to try and, you know, give us time to analyze anything. They just want to keep getting at each other's throats.
I love watching Missing play. Here we go. Fight's not over.
So fight is not over. The dragon has been started down to about half HP. It is the Cloud Dragon, so it is actually quite hard to solo out. There's a lot of single target DPS. Need to be very careful how much you actually tank off this. Down to 1500. They are going to pop down the Ragnarok. It will be secured. That you just have to respect. You have to back away from. That gives Jomung a lot of free time just to waste away these minions in the bot side. And again, we're seeing TT just as the
green or orange. I'm kind of torn on the two.
Very Irish of you. Well, I'm gonna have to cut you off there, unfortunately. As we're gonna see a bit of a gank now. I thought there was nothing gonna happen, but now Missing has been caught out and Missing has been killed. But Sam D being jumped on by Jomung, and then he saves Jomung.
First off, hey, look, it's 15 to 20 minutes and the third Drake is up. WE are forcing fights. Who could have predicted this? But with this bottom lane.
Well, we'll see what TT can do. Yeah, might lead to a tower in the mid lane. Bless forced to Ragnarok his way out of that tower because he was just getting poked down. And this is the thing. This is the problem we're seeing. Twyla now in a little bit of trouble. Beishang perfectly positioned to pounce on top.
With the trouble bubble, with everything from Leona, it's really, really difficult for TT to contest this Baron. It's down to half. Now, bear in mind, Missing's taken a lot of damage for this one. This squad is taking a while. Here they come.
There we go. The Ornhorn comes down. Those was the Cannon Barrage. It's perfectly placed, though, right on that ramp, so they know they can just keep peppering down these health bars. Shanks flashes forward with a stolen flash. Another stolen flash. Shanks just keep pushing forward and forward and forward. They pick themselves up.
This is where the Moonstaff build would have been absolutely insane. The sustain that it offers in these kind of situations is bonkers. But here we go. Ragnarok already used by Bless, but there's no way in. Like, oh my God. Shanks just finishes them off. Shanks is playing with confidence this game. I love it.
This is the problem when a poke comp gets ahead. You can't run into them because your health bar gets deleted before you get anywhere close.
Free, or they contest the Baron and lose a fight because they know that they're... I mean, look at the score. Well, like, how on earth do you survive this siege? They have so much long-range poke. They have so much ability to finish off these towers. You have a Gangplank that is more than happy to be off on the side lane. Jomung getting chased down, but the team is here.
Yeah, they get the teleport, though, out of Shanks, so summoner earned for a ultimate use from team,
Yeah.
so you'll take that. Honestly, at this stage, you'll take anything.
The depressing thing for TT is you don't even really get that because it's unsealed spellbook.
Yeah, you don't even really get it, but we'll have to talk about that in a quick moment. As you can see, the Team WE are done with this game. They're done with this fight. TT thought they had an opportunity to take some members out, and with the solar flare going down, it forces Twyla to flash away. But Jomong, after having a questionable early game, is now trying to redeem himself by taking out the mid laner of TT. Shanks is going to be the one to take him down. 3-0-4 on this Zoe. They've got 10 seconds left of the Baron buff. It's going to be plenty of time for them to push in and at least take this inhibitor.
And this feels like WE are having a bit of fun in these fights, doesn't it? This doesn't feel like regimented, clear 5v5 team fighting. This is a bit of dancing back and forth. This is a bit of Jomong trying to 1v1 Twyla. It's Shanks double flashing to then use his portal and then throw the trouble bubble through the wall to finish Twyla off. Like, it's also massive.
Oh, Jomong, he wants revenge. Sam D, rocket jumps out, keeps himself alive, but just barely. Redemption not going to be enough, but the cannon barrage might throw in all the globals there onto them on the side of TT, and they just...
There is no escape.
No, there is no escape.
You cannot get away. There's a redemption. There's a cannon barrage. Calling in support from the pirates over in the bay. Like, what can you do against this?
I think you have to just try and do one last stand, because this inhibitor is almost certainly going to fall. You can see Twyla just fishing for a Scatter the Weak to land onto a carry. Missing is not that carry. Solar Flare goes down. They know that Twyla has no flash, so they're trying to keep him away. They are going to burn a hell of a lot of summoners there onto Shanks, who has to use his cleanse and his flash, but they're too far ahead. There's too many minions. There's too many problems for them to deal with. Team WE, this is going to be a interesting, but at the same time, sporadic win for them, as they're now just trying to pad their KDAs, pad their stats. They can just jump in on top of these turrets and Nexus whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, the health bars are very low, but I think the gold lead is enough. We'll see.
Jomong is still alive, and unfortunately for Zaya TT, their damage dealers are not. They have Twyla dead and Sam D dead, so Nexus turrets are down. All inhibitors did fall. That is game 1 in 29 minutes to Team WE. Or even in your enemy team, it's very difficult for you to kind of make this Victor work out for you, because he's got very limited range, he's got very limited damage, and it has to all hit in one big burst. The Karma is going to be the pick down someone like an Olaf this early on in the game. He just has too much sustain.
He lands the spear. Sam D is in big trouble here. They're gonna die.
Yeah. Missing just straight up walks in and gets the kill on top of him. They will get a heal off from Jomong to keep Missing alive, but now they can keep pushing onto Teen, who has got the Unbreakable. Ooh. And there's still a minion wave here, so they can continue to dive this. This is so difficult for them to deal with. And Shanks is in the enemy bot side. What is going on?
Oh,
this is just chaos. Chaos will reign. And
it's going to recall and then go towards his top side here is a bit of an attempt.
They get the concussive blows down and the condemn. Nice combination there from Teen and Sam D.
It's good to see that Sam D is still feeling aggressive and still has presence as a player.
Oh, breathe. Going a little aggressive there with the flash and, of course, the cannon barrage.
Contest me, I want this one for free. The bot lanes are moving, though.
Yeah, they are moving. There is no level 6 for Jomong just yet. Condemn against the wall means Beishang has to flash, but they found Sam D. And he will fall. The Unbreakable will only keep you alive for so long, Teen. Your flash might keep you alive a little bit longer. There's too many health bars. There's too many people juggling the aggro. 2 more kills.
Like, obviously you can execute an Olaf if he gets low enough as Nidalee, because your Q does execute damage. But he's not actually taking a 1v1. Hang on.
Bot lane, though, we are going to see the condemn and the concussive blows. That combination.
He's going to keep on coming, and then he gets bullied out of the play. Then he has to leave. It's what we saw that led to the play on the bottom side. It's what we saw there that leads to this Rift Herald for WE.
Oh, with the condemn down, they can go in with the killer instinct. And now Teen, will he be dove upon? He's so close, but Bless is there. He flashes in. He just gets to block down those concussive blows on the backside. The cannon barrage came down and gave off the death ward to the side of Teen. Now they're going to have to kill off Bless. They should be able to get him off now. One last... Oh, never mind. They're able to give it to Shanks. I thought Missing was going to have to steal that one away. Again, I like the idea from the side of TT. They tried to get the Winter's Bite down, get those concussive blows over, but once that misses, you don't have the extra damage, you don't have the extra CC. It's just not going to work out for you. Chalitza going a little ham here, and actually caught between a rock and a TP as he just has to jump in. Shanks has been bot and top in the space of 10 seconds. This looking good, and looking at they're going from strength to strength to strength. Yes, one player's having a bad game. I can't even talk about that right now because they're trying to just jump straight on top of Missing, who gets caught out once again. But with the TP here, Breed is there. SamD has no health, he has no flash, and he has no way out. Fair enough, Missing's having a bad game right now, but you need a good team that can just pick up the slack. You need players that can come in and say, look, it doesn't matter that my support, who's normally
playing on a knife's edge, so there's an extent to which Missing is going to have a bit of a dicey scoreline. But at the end of this one, the damage on Twyla is terrifying. I don't think they can actually finish this tower just yet. Teen should be able to block a lot of damage. I don't know.
There's a lot of poke damage being thrown in. And potential kind of setups here for the side of TT. They just haven't really found any opportunities to use them.
Yeah, and part of the reason for that is because Beishang has been so aggressive. It means that Bless really doesn't get any freedom in this game. Good bit of damage coming out from Shanks there as he tries to punish.
Oh, exhaust down onto Jomong, who doesn't matter if he's knocked up a million times. He should not be able to survive, but you have to walk straight back in and into the loving arms of Breed's Cannon Barrage. It's so easy for them to influence the map with this global top laner. Even without the TP, the Cannon Barrage just makes it a 5v4.
Yeah, this is one of the things we talked about coming out of the draft, is that you have this insane long-range burst damage from the Zoe and the mid lane.
Bless has to take this blue buff, which is, you might think is a weird thing to say.
Just chop through with the axes. He can't really... hang on. Bless is just going to get forced away. Twyla not really interested in helping him on this one. There's the Ragnarok. You know, I take it back. Bless can't do anything to Shanks. I'm sorry, Shanks. Nope. I didn't mean it. Clearly, I offended him. I take it back. You are untouchable. 16 stacks on the Veg Eyes.
Yeah,
but yeah, the group's up 5v5. Protect SamD. That's the play.
Yeah, and again, that's the play. You're going to kind of rely on the side of Team WE losing or making mistakes, I suppose. And with Jomong up this top side, Breathe. Chalitza misses the hop over the wall. They can just run him down. Should not be that hard.
He isn't actually that tanky when Unbreakable's on cooldown. You can see the spear there does like almost half of his health. Ragnarok is just permanently on cooldown. Like, TT, it's so difficult to check into this squad.
Oh, bless. But a great Nara into the wall means Chalitza finds 3 people, but there's no follow-up. They have the Cannon Barrage to stop everybody from chasing up on top of it. Chalitza looked like he had found the miracle play, but SamD is dead. There's a little girl throwing paddle stars, throwing stars at you from over the wall. It's just not going to work out for you. You're just too far behind. They're too far ahead. You're going to have to lose absolutely everything, and I commend the effort from
Shanks just zips over the wall and one-shots the AD carry.
And, yeah, Bless is not really able to do anything. Chaos Storm does get dropped into this top side, but Shanks is there. He is now fully stacked and ready to rock on this Medjai's. 25 is the lucky number for him, and I gotta say, I've just been so impressed by Shanks this game. Now, I will temper my expectations for him as a top-tier mid laner until he goes against much more top mid lane talent. But right now, he is showing that he is most certainly better than a majority of kind of, you know, the lower-tier team mid laners.
Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely destroying TT right now. He's having a whale of a time. Let's be brutally honest here. He doesn't feel any pressure, and that's the key thing, right? We talked about the pressure that he was clearly feeling in previous matchups, especially against IG in the first game. He's going for the Night Harvester again. And I will say, Beishang, he's kind of role-playing this game where he doesn't... Hang on, we got to fight. I'll talk about that later.
Well, Baron goes down, missing very, very low, but Jomong is available and ready to go. They have got the Cannon Barrage. Boop! There goes the Olaf from about half HP as a 25-stack full range paddle star does hit him straight in the back of the head. And this is it. This is the game. 13,000 gold. They don't even need the dragon in 20 seconds. It's a Cloud Soul. It doesn't really make a difference. So they're going to just move into this mid lane, take these turrets, take these inhibitors, and honestly just try and end the game. I feel like even if they lose a fight here and everyone dies, it doesn't matter.
This is...
oh, damn. Shanks taking down Bless from full HP all the way down to nothing. And And this top side, Breed just soloing out the mid laner from the side of TT. He's able to...
Yes, he's a control mage player, but we just have insane mid lane talent. You have to be so damn good to be able to play this role, and Twilight has struggled here today. Also, Bless has just been completely bullied out this game. The Victor pick, to be honest, I don't like. I don't know why they didn't go for the Orianna. I think Orianna would have just been straight up a better pick at this point. You could have contested the mid priority a little bit better. You also could have supported Bless a bit better as well, so I really feel like Orianna was the answer here. The Victor has meant that they lost complete control of the jungle, and you can see the result of that W were able to snowball that so incredibly hard for.
Well, they're trying to go for something here, but the cannon barrage on top of all 5 members means they are just peppered down constantly. Jomon going all the way into the back line. This game is done. This team is over, and Team WE with a clean and decisive 2-0 on the day.
That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. The first game, I was like, hey,